I don't have bad ideas, right? I don't have a lot of them.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Melanin.
And I'm BELEAF Mel.
And we're here with episode 192 of... Hello, my name is Mrs. Melanin.
And I'm BELEAF Mel.
And we're here with episode 192 of How Married Are You?
Hi, my name BELEAF. This is Yvette. We've been married
13 years.
Oh.
What the? 10? You took us back 3 years? Bro, let's go.
Right. My name BELEAF. This is Yvette. We married 13 years. Live in California. My name BELEAF. This is Yvette. Married 13 years. Live in California. We got 4 kids. Relationship scary. It's very necessary. We share our love, our struggles. We ask how married are you? Every Tuesday and Thursday, shawty. If you're listening, you're in the wedding party. It's okay if you want to put your hands up. Got the questions. We got the answers.
It's chocolate baby story time.
Chocolate baby story time.
It's chocolate baby story time.
1, 2, 3, and...
I think you might have to rewrite the
It's chocolate baby
the rap.
story time.
Why?
Because it's not flowing very well.
This is going to take some getting used to.
All right. I have a chocolate baby story time. So we recently were watching okay, I don't know where to start. So Uzziah has this thing right now. He's 4 years old and he has this thing with my boobs. Like, he likes to lay on them, he likes to grab at them. It's like, I don't know. He's just got this thing with it. He'll put his hand under my shirt, and I have to whatever. But anyways, the other day we're watching.
You'll have to push him away.
I have to push him away.
Yeah.
And so the other day we were watching Little Mermaid, and Uzi goes, "Oh man, it went away." Uzi goes, "Ursula has big boobs." And I'm like, oh shoot, this is a thing. We're gonna have to really work on this. So any mamas out there, I mean, I've had 4 kids, but I don't recall. I think Anaya did this, but I don't recall Theo and Raya being whatever with my boobs, at 4 years old, to the point where it was kind of just awkward and uncomfortable. But I don't want Uzi doing that to other people. It's just weird.
I don't think Uzi would do that to anybody else.
I don't think so either. I just want to
Yeah, because Uzi's a different person.
But he's obviously noticing people's boobs.
Yeah.
So.
Which is fine.
It's totally fine.
Is that not okay?
That's normal. It's normal. But you can't be saying that stuff out loud. He said it out loud.
Yeah. When Ryan called out that redheaded dude's nipples on the whale watching thing. We went whale watching. I don't know if I said this story already. It's an additional bonus story time. We went whale watching, and then people were there in their bathing suits. You know what I'm saying? And Raya's looking at this guy with red hair. He's like, "Why is his nipples red?" And I was like, "Yo." Speaking of Raya, okay, my chocolate baby story time goes like this.
Okay, what's going on?
We went up to LA this weekend.
Oh my
This
goodness.
weekend. And we were headed up there. Everything was going cool. No, we were in a rush to get out of the door. We were already late, okay? Mm-hmm. And so we're going up there to go to Dwayne Wade's and Gabrielle Union's
proudly
launch, right? So they have this cream and all these baby products and stuff like that, really dope stuff. So we're on our way up there, and Yvette told all the kids to grab their shoes.
Glenn just took all the kids shoe shopping for school, and I said grab your good shoes, your new shoes.
Raya listens. I don't know how he listens, but we get into the car. We're headed up there. We're probably on the road for 35 minutes, and we're running late, so there's no turning back. We're going to LA, and it's right in time for rush hour. So Yvette's she just goes, "Oh my gosh, Raya, did you put on your shoes?"
No, I said, Ryan, what shoes are you wearing?
And then he goes, oh. And then she goes, and we both go, "You're wearing your slides," or something like that. And then he's wearing, no, shout out to Hoka, because we love Hoka.
Yes.
He's wearing his blue and orange Hoka slides. Everybody looks good. Everybody's hair done. Everybody got lotion on, except for Raya on his feet. He's wearing Hoka slides. It just looks so.
And the thing is, like, I picked out their outfits for them to wear because, you know, when you're going somewhere where you got to be seen, you want to look a little decent. So I picked out their outfits. I had Raya try his on to make sure it fit him good and whatever. He came out of the bathroom having tried on his outfit. He was feeling himself. He knew he looked good.
Raya's the type of person that put an outfit on and literally spin. He'll look himself in the mirror, spin, go like this with his hair. You know what I'm saying? Like do a Dougie Fresh and then like be like, "I look good."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I was like, Raya, people are going to look at you from head to toe and be like, what the heck happened down there?
Yeah. So anyway, before we left the house, we're leaving out of the house and Uzi comes back and he's like, "I forgot my pajamas and my clothes. I didn't pack anything." Our 4-year-old's like, "Dude, we're leaving and we're going to spend the night and I ain't packed nothing." And so I was like, "Oh my gosh, how responsible of you, Uzi." And Ryan was like, "What did he do?" I was like, he remembered to pack some. He wanted to pack. He was like, "I packed my stuff." Then we get to the car. So I said to him, "You know what? From now on, Uzi, make sure your big brother has his appropriate shoes on." I was like, "You're responsible for your ride shoes." He goes, everyone starts laughing. Everybody starts laughing, and Uzi goes, "Okay." Ryan did not like that.
That's one thing about Uzi. He's going to always make sure he has his clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, because he did that the other day when he went to school. He packed his underwear.
All his underwear. All his shorts, all his shirts. He's funny.
Yeah.
I was going to say something. I don't know what it is now. Do you want to plug?
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the people that have gone through the Premarital Advantage, our e-course that is a supplement that you take along with premarital counseling, being in a relationship, being in your single life. You know what I'm saying? It's just all the conversations, a workbook to help you figure out, is this the appropriate relationship for me? What type of questions should I be asking about sex? What type of things should we be talking about finances, what family of origin, all these things we go through this in this course. It costs $250. It's important. You should buy it. And it's super helpful for us. So yeah, we made it all from scratch. A beautiful project, a beautiful process. Hope you guys enjoy it.
If you have taken the Premarital Advantage, please leave in the comments below like some takeaways or let people know how valuable it is for you, has been for you. All right, we have an email of sorts. Hello there, wedding party. In episode 179, Your Family or Your Spouse, Glenn, you spoke about being mindful of the vows that you would say on your wedding day and not making promises that you wouldn't be able to fulfill personally. I hate dramatic declarations of love in movie scenes, etc. The more fluff there is, the more disingenuous the individual seems. So I often wonder what a practical, truthful vow sounds like. Care to share your thoughts with us about declarations of love, vows, IG captions, etc.?
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't.
You ready?
Nah. Because I watched when I used to be a part of like the poetry scene, like really heavy. Mm-hmm. And you would find these like poets that had all these amazing words to say. Mm-hmm. And you realize the relationships they were in. You were like, dude, this dude is trash. Mm-hmm. Right? So, and I was hating too. Because I was very thirsty back in that day. There's a lot of poetry chicks.
Your poem got me.
Yeah. Your poetry. Poetry chicks were definitely, I was into them. The ones that we used to go to open mics. Real talk. But, what?
I lost the email. Go ahead. Keep going.
So, anyway.
Is that horn?
A big horn outside. So, anyway, I call that... men who fall short of their poetry, poets who fall short of their poetry. With all these amazing things to say, it just makes more sense to just be honest and keep your word. So, I I don't know. I like to keep everything really realistic. I feel like my poems were like, I don't think I was extravagant.
I mean, I only I don't recall. Did I hear a lot of your poems? I don't think so. I think I just heard the one.
Yeah.
I want to hear your poems.
I don't.
I think you did like a Resurrection Day poem, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, poetry is cool. It just takes too much effort. It's way easier to rap. You know. So when I made my vows, I think I stuck to them. I don't think I overpromised or overcommitted.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
I don't know. I don't remember your vows. Is that bad?
No, we got them. We should open those one day.
Yeah, we should. I should have seen this email sooner, and I would have brought them. Yeah, I don't recall. I mean, I don't feel let down by you at all.
Yeah.
So there's a good thing. I think you are a very practical human. You've always been this way. There was nothing poetic about our dating relationship.
Dang, that's cold. There was nothing poetic about our dating relationship.
In like,
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like you have always been a very direct man. Well, if you ain't the one, God got something better for me. You said that so many times in our relationship. I'm surprised I'm still with you.
Well, that sounds very poetic to God. That's a prayer. God honored that prayer for sure.
What?
Yeah.
How did he honor it? Because I'm here.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, God don't got nothing better for me because you the one.
Hey.
That's very poetic. But I put it in your court.
You put it in my
it's
court.
It's up to you. If you ain't, because I'm not going to mess this up. If you going to mess it up, then it's on you. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I got something better for me if you going to mess it up.
No, I'm lying. The way that you treat me is very poetic. Like the level of grace that I see you have for me versus other people, I think it's like, oh, he loves me. Well,
I don't think that's
put up with. I don't know.
Are you admitting that you're annoying?
No. What I'm saying is that, like, it's not. I don't even know if it's so much that, but I know that, like, it's. I don't want to put your business out there or nothing, but I feel like it's like things that are. You know, like how some, I can't fix it. I don't know what to say.
What do you
What I'm trying to say is that, like, if I say something disrespectful or whatever, you're more quick to have a conversation, forgive. Not to say that you won't have a conversation with other people. However, your boundaries are, damn, I don't know how to fix this.
What do you mean? You don't have to fix anything. Nothing's broken.
I'm just saying, like, I was going to say your boundaries with other people are tight, but I feel like your boundaries with me are tight too.
What you mean?
What do I mean?
So what do you mean? Like, if someone disrespects me, I'm going to be like, they're cut off?
You're not completely like that, but you're less gracious with other people.
Absolutely. You're my wife.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't call that poetry. I just call that love. Right?
Right.
You know?
Is love poetic?
No.
No, okay.
No, I feel like love is practical.
See?
Love is very practical.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Because, like...
I do agree. The, like, realistic day-to-day love, yes.
So I remember the time... I'm not gonna put nobody's business out there.
Is it my
but
business?
But I am.
Is it mine?
No.
Oh.
So when we first got together and I came to your first family function, you already know where this is going. This guy walked up to me and he goes, so what's your intentions with Yvette? That's like a little sister to me. You know what I'm saying? And like gave me this lecture and laid into me. And I'm like... You know, and I'm not a tall guy, but this guy's tall. He's kind of looking down on me, and he's there with his wife and all his kids, and marriage is hard. You know, kind of giving me this lecture as if I'm, like, not tough or strong or, like, my love isn't deep. And most people that are, I wouldn't say most, I would say that a lot of people that I have come across that have a lot of things to say don't necessarily do a lot to me. Like, I know people who make grand gestures about what the experience is going to be like and all this stuff. And the amount of time I can count that I can't count on them, it's ridiculous. Mm-hmm. So I'd rather you set the bar low, which is my specialty. Set the bar low and overachieve. Than tell me you're going to give me the world and give me nothing. And so this gentleman, I don't know what his life is like, but I know he didn't honor his wife. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's for him. Mm-hmm. But, you know, I don't have bad ideas, right? I don't have a lot of them.
Say more.
Like, if I have an idea and I'm like, all right, I think this is something I want to do. Only reason it doesn't work is because I don't put forth the effort. Mm-hmm. But if I start something that I'm trying to overdo it, right? So when I make like a much of commitment, like it was an idea that I want to be with this woman, and it didn't matter what it was, what was going to come up against it. I'm like, this is what I'm choosing. Now I do have like boundaries with me, so if you violate me, then I can't. It's gonna be hard for me to like go further with you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But like, I already knew that my idea and what I had in mind for my commitment to you was like, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't got to worry about nobody putting your hands on you. You ain't got to worry about me putting my hands on you. You ain't got to worry about nobody violating you. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as I'm concerned, you know, I'm going to do everything in my power to counteract that. Mm-hmm. And that is very simple. That's not poetic. That's practical. That's just love, you know? And so, I don't know.
I think like one of the things that How Married Are You exists such that when you go to your wedding day, when you get to your wedding day, you have a realistic perspective of what you're getting yourself into. Mm-hmm. And I think that a lot of people, when they're making these grand gesture vows or saying this, that, and the other, they don't know until they know. Yeah. Like even us on our wedding day in 2010, we did not know what we were getting ourselves into until we were in the thick of it. And so I believe that when you're thinking about these vows, I think you have to come from a place of humility where it's like, I am committed to doing life with you, whatever that entails, the good, bad, and the ugly. And a lot of vows say that. But I think that when we overpromise and underdeliver, that is what that's where we go wrong. And so I think it's very important for us to just be like, I don't know what I don't know, but I'm committed to our future together and all the work that it requires. Because one thing that you should know if you're listening to How Married Are You is that it requires a lot of work. Yeah. And intentionality and accountability and boundaries and love and attention and all the things.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I wonder, I wonder what it's like for people who walk into that relationship and just say all this stuff they're going to do and have there's no way you could back that up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know how people do that because I'm lying to you. Mm-hmm. You know, there's no way I can back that up. Mm-hmm. And it's very simple. Like, it's very simple. You know, I'm going to love you as hard as I can, as long as I can, even when I don't want to. Mm. You know, I'm going to love you. I'm going to try my best to do that. Mm. Right? And as long as you're not violating me or my children, then that we're good. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And I know it's the same for you.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think how that, like, sometimes you're presented with a different problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, there's times where I don't know where I end and you begin. And so I think I'm protecting myself and I'm hurting you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's an adjustment. And that's a learning and that's a conversation. But most people don't even know how to have the conversation or are scared to learn the tools to have conversation. So they don't know how to communicate what's realistic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I have to sometimes be like to you, like, that's unrealistic. I can't do that.
Yes.
I cannot do that. I'm so sorry.
And I have to say that to myself. I think a lot of times I have unrealistic expectations of myself.
Yes, you do.
And I'm kind of like, wait a minute now. This is impossible. This is literally impossible. One thing I wanted to say, because she was like, what practical, truthful vows sound like? Care to share your thoughts with us about declarations of love, vows, IG captions. One thing I want to say about IG captions is sometimes I be doing that. I be smacking my teeth whenever I read somebody's Instagram caption or I see like the lovey-dovey highlight reel of their relationship, and I be hating. But the thing about it is there are times when I'm just madly in love with Glenn. Like, not to say it's not every day. But you get it. Like,
I know.
There are times when I'm just like, oh my goodness, this man is walking on water type vibe.
That is so crazy. I don't even agree with that. Ladies, I just want to let everybody know.
No, but
because I know they like
no
hating.
No, I'm not saying it. I'm saying like there are like really good like stints. Is that the word? Stints of time. And then there are like the really hard stints of time. And then there are like just, oh, it's fine, it's okay types of time. Stints of time. And so for me, like there are times when you might see me on Instagram just like, oh, I'm madly in love with Glenn Henry type thing. And I really am. But then tomorrow, like I could hate him again.
Damn.
Not hate, but
that is crazy.
Like strongly dislike him again because of something he said or did or didn't do. You know what I mean? So I think like sometimes while people are expressing themselves online about their love, don't completely write it off. It is a grand gesture, but let them have that moment, you know? Just let them have that moment. There are some people that are kind of like, just leave it alone.
I'm going to just stay like this.
Glenn will always.
I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, Yvette is da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, yo, she's da-da-da-da-da. Like she's da-da-da. Sometimes she's amazing, sometimes she's not. And that's what it is, You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to, because I feel like though like I'm choosing to love you always, sometimes it's easier. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, sometimes it's very easy. You're an incredible person. You know what I'm saying? And I think you make me feel really special. You know what I'm saying? And it often catches me off guard. And I'm kind of like, what is your problem? So, oh my gosh, the way you do that, I'd be like, what is wrong with you? Because I don't know where it's coming from. Because sometimes, as high as it get low sometimes. So I'm like, I don't know how those two things coexist.
That's so funny.
No, but I do think the Instagram captions does kind of need to be explained, because I feel like sometimes it's performative, and sometimes like you know, you have said before, like, yo, you didn't say anything to me. You didn't post nothing on Instagram. You didn't do anything. I needed to hear your words. And I'm kind of like, all right, well, this feels performative. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to do here.
But do you know, I said I could have used a card or something. You didn't get me a card. I got no words. And so my point was, I know
gifts.
you're on social media. You could have at least given me some words there or something. I just need words. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't about the post. It was about the words getting to me some kind of way.
Yeah, and I think what's hard for me about any holiday is that I feel that I am like being judged based on how well I do.
By me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Your eyebrow did that thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, okay, if I do a good job, then I'm good. But if I don't do a good job, I'm not good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And if I do a good job, and I'm good, then we're cool. But I'm not cool with you. Like if I try to do a good job, you tell me I didn't do a good job, and I put effort into it, I'm not cool with you. My feelings are hurt. I tried. Right?
Mm-hmm. But nothing like conversation can solve, because for my birthday, I got a card.
You got way more than a card for your birthday.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying about words. Dude, words of affirmation.
You got way more.
I did.
I tried hard.
Okay.
And at the same time, I was like, man, is she going to like this?
I loved it, babe. You did excellent on my birthday. But what I'm saying is, what was the holiday before? Mother's Day? I didn't get a card.
You didn't get a card.
I didn't get a card. And so I wanted a card or some sort of words that affirmed me and my motherhood. Mm-hmm. You're killing it as a wife. You're the best wife for these kids. Something. Anything.
Best mom for these kids, yeah.
Mom.
Yeah, I hear that. And I understand that. And I know better now. You know? Mm-hmm. I think, you know, and this is wrong, and my therapist is going to probably say something about this, but I don't want nothing. From nobody. I don't want to inconvenience. But sometimes the ask from me, I'm not saying just from you, but the ask from me be like, you didn't do this. And I'm like, why would I do that? I don't want to do that. But like, that's what like, and this is, I don't know if I got some type of like developmental issues mentally, or like social something, or I'm just a Taurus, or I'm from Baltimore. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I just be missing the mark so many times with people. And maybe it's my lack of pursuit, or like the fact that I don't want to try really hard and get rejected. Like, I don't know what it is, but like, I'm trying to like not get too close, you know? And so sometimes people have these real big expectations. Like, I remember one time I text my homeboy, it was his birthday. I was like, yo, happy birthday. Capital H, capital B. Happy birthday.
Why do you say capital H, capital B?
Capital H, A-P-P-Y. Capital B, I-R-T-H-D-A-Y.
What does that have to do with anything?
He said, no exclamation point.
Oh my gosh. Who was this? Tell me.
You know, I was like, this one. And I said, oh, my bad. And I never text him ever again.
Did you text him the exclamation point?
No.
Oh.
Remember him?
Yeah.
Did he have the right to ask me that?
No.
Excuse me? Where's your exclamation point? That is so stupid.
That's weird. Was he joking? He might have been joking.
I don't think so. Cats be weird, man.
Yeah.
And certain things are offensive. And I'm like, man, if I get offended, I'm like, that offended me. Maybe I'm tripping. That's my first thought. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm tripping.
And then do you run it by somebody, or you just stick with that?
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, am I tripping? Or I'll say, I wish this didn't bother me as much. Why doesn't this bother me? I'm on some like, yo, if I'm offended, right, that's my problem. Right? That's not somebody else's problem for making me mad. I'm the one that has control over my issues. Now, sometimes I get mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody says something about my kid online, I'll block them. You know what I'm saying? Someone says something about you, I'll block them. I don't care. But I do feel like the scripture says, do not be easily offended.
Yeah, but I do think that it is sometimes our responsibility not to be offensive.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
So, like, for example, I'm just going to use Rayabo. Sometimes he doesn't necessarily have social cues or whatever. So he'll say the first thought that comes to his mind without running it through some sort of filter, right? And then he says it and it's offensive. Because he's a child right now, some people will be like, oh, he's a child. He doesn't understand. They just kind of whatever. But as he gets older, people are going to expect him to have some sort of tact when he's communicating. And so that's something that we have to work with him on.
True.
But I do believe that other people, like, we can be like, sometimes you're absent-mindedly offensive, but sometimes you're just offensive. And you have to be held accountable for that.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a
So
perfect
I
example.
think our offense, sometimes, yes, we have to kind of see where that's coming from, what triggered it. However, people can be offensive.
Okay, perfect example. We're on our way up to L.A. Anaya's got to go pee. Okay, we stop to go pee. I get my daughter, 6-year-old, out of the car. I hop into a gas station. I'm like, yo, do you guys have a public restroom? He's like, nope. I said, okay, I'm going to grab a cup so my daughter can pee in it. He said, that's $150 per cup. Uzi and I had to pee. I went to the... Now, I'm offended. Bro.
And the funny thing is, I'm sitting in the car, and Glenn and Anaya and Uzi are coming back out, and I hear the boys, because I'm not looking, I hear the boys go, why is Dad digging in the trash can?
Dad was digging.
And I was like, no, they must have that wrong. And then he gets in the car.
Man, and this is bad. I know it's bad. They're going to judge me. Go ahead. Leave it in the comment section below. It helps with engagement. I go and grab from the recycling somebody's used coffee cup. We got a funnel in the backyard. I had both the kids pee in the cup. And I poured the pee inside the trash can, but not all the way inside the trash can. Most of it got on the outside of the trash can. And I was offensive on purpose. Because I'm like, bro, you could have gave me, like, the amount of time, but I'm like, oh, he's young. He doesn't know that my child has to go pee now. So if I grab a cup and I pay you $1.50, the transaction is still time. They need to pee now. And I just like, bro, you didn't have to let us use the bathroom, but just give me the cup, bro. Cool, it's policy. I get it. Maybe I'm a little entitled. You know what I'm saying? And I think I am, and I was having a bad moment. But I was offended, and I was offensive on purpose. I shouldn't have did that.
I think there's something about cups, and y'all, if you work in like that field of work, let us know, because I recently asked for a cup just for some ice, and somebody was looking at me like, ooh. It was painful for them to give me the cup, because I'm wondering if they're held accountable if the register doesn't hold up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it says you sold 10 drinks today, but there's 11 cups missing. What happened to that 11th cup? Oh, I gave it to this man so his daughter could pee in the cup.
I used to work at a cup making factory.
Of course you did.
It was one of my jobs many, many years ago. I used to work at that. You know how many cups got destroyed? Just because a pallet dropped and ran over.
Okay.
It's just a freaking cup, bro. Okay. It's a cup.
Relax.
Mind you, everybody wants a tip when you go and make a transaction.
They put the cup there for the tip.
Yeah, man. Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I want to say something because Glenn just brought something up that I'm like, oh, we should talk about that. Y'all, wedding party. This is a complete side note. Stop what you're doing and like this video. Did you do it? You got to like the video. We, Glenn and I, How Married Are You podcast, we are trying to monetize this podcast. And apparently the number of views, the ratio of views to the ratio of likes needs to be like higher in order to get higher rates for whatever it is we're trying to do. Yeah. So please make sure that you like this video. We know y'all are watching it because we got thousands of views, but we don't got thousands of likes. So if you could just take a moment and just like it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well, great call to action there. And so, guys, we've been doing this for free, basically, for 5 years. You know, we took a little 1.5-year sabbatical, but we ain't going to talk about that. 5 years straight. No, we barely did any advertising or whatever.
What do you mean barely? We just really haven't. I mean, besides our...
We did a couple. We did the Bible.
Oh, yeah, the Bible.
Study Bible. And then somebody else.
Okay.
But, yeah, we're probably going to start monetizing because, I mean, we need to. But yeah, like you've been getting this stuff for free every year for 190 episodes. 192. Two episodes. So go ahead, man. Like the video and support the ads that we have coming. We'll make them interesting. We'll try to make them as interesting as possible. But yeah, babe, how married are you?
I had a list. Oh, I'm so married. The other night, I was coming home from an event, and I said, "Hey, babe, like I couldn't, because it was an event where they were like, it was like a chef cook-off or something or another." And I was thinking, oh, maybe I can just make him a plate and bring it home. Well, it wasn't that type of vibe. So I was like, "Hey, you want me to pick you up something on the way home?" And he said, "Surprise me." And I said, "I don't do that."
That was very zesty of me.
Oh my gosh.
That was probably the most zesty thing I did all year.
I was like, "No, bro, I'm going to the gas station, and by the time I'm done pumping the gas, I need to know what you want to eat." This guy never responded back.
Mm-hmm.
He never responded back. And I knew from the gas station to my house, I was like, there's no way in hell I can show up without food.
Barehanded, yeah.
Because he's obviously, he wants something. He just doesn't know what it is. And so I am sitting there. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, I am pondering all the things between the gas station and where he is. And I'm just like, I don't know. And then finally I landed on something and I picked it up, and you turned up.
I loved it.
You were happy, right?
It was great. But that's something that you
And you hadn't had that in a while.
No.
Because I was trying to think, okay, we always do sushi or
That was
Chipotle or,
very thoughtful.
Whatever. And I was like, what hasn't he had? What can I get? It was the most anxiety-ridden experience I had ever.
That's what you be doing to me. You do stuff like that. Surprise
I know,
me.
but you are good at that. You are good at deciding what I want to eat. I don't do
my
that.
gosh.
That is not anything that I have been conditioned to do. So I was very upset. I was so upset. And then I was like, he really isn't responding here.
You're upset.
Yeah.
I know what you want to eat, and you have to make one decision, and you can't make it, and you're upset at me.
Babe.
That is crazy.
Surprise me. Don't ever do that again.
That was very zesty. I apologize. I don't know why I did that.
How married are you?
This morning I took Lily for a walk, and I stopped by
I was like, what does that have to do with?
your favorite place to get you a nice little drink,
Thank you.
and I carried it because I walked all the way from the spot, and it was far. All the way.
Did you go the path?
I went the path, and
Yeah,
I went the
and then
back way,
just-
came
yeah.
out. And I got her favorite spot. The drink was spilling all over my hands.
Oh.
The straw was completely soaked. I made sure I was smart. I was like, don't put any ice in it.
That was very smart.
Okay. Did you know they charge extra to fill it up at the top?
Shut
When
your
you don't
mouth,
put ice in it?
Willis. Those
Yes.
and
They charge you extra to top it off. And then they asked me if I want to leave a tip. You know how they flip that thing around? I said, no tip. What'd you get a tip for? You taking the extra?
your tip is in the ounces.
The tip is right there. Get out of here. I'm so angry with customer service lately. But
You know what's funny about what you did? I won't even do it for myself. Like, I literally will do that same walk, and I'm like, I really want one, but I don't want to have to carry it. I don't want to hold it. All the things. So that's love, babe.
yeah,
Thank you.
you're welcome. And
That's just how married we are.